Alita, I'm sorry I missed your question about number 9. So I'm making a quick video just to run through it really fast. So first of all, we have this exponential function in its standard form, and it says use the following to help you plot the function. Okay, so we want to know when x equals 1, what does f of x equal? When we put 1 here, 4/3 raised to the first power is just 4/3. So 4/3 times 3/2. I can multiply this and then reduce, but I prefer reducing beforehand. Let's go ahead and do it both ways. So 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times 3 is 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Or, since I like doing it the faster way, which is reducing it beforehand, 3 divided by 3 is 1, so these cancel out. So I don't have to worry about the 3's anymore. 4 divided by 2, these can be divided both by 2, which leaves me with 2 up here and 1 down here. So everything else is 1, which is just leaves me the 2. So it's 2 minus 1 is 1. Same way. It's up to you, whichever way you wanted to go through that one. The y-intercept of the function, so when it crosses the y-axis, that's when x equals 0. So if I put 0 here, because this is just to see what that looks like visually, here's the x-axis, here's where x equals 0, so any point here is when x equals 0, so that gives me where it crosses the y-axis. So if I plug in 0, it'll give me wherever the graph hits here. So 0, we get 4/3 raised to the 0. Anything raised to the 0 power, no matter what, is 1. So this is just 1. 1 times 3/2 is 3/2. 3/2, I like to just think of that as 1.5, because if we do 1.5 minus 1, that leaves me with 1/2. And I think it'll take it as 1/2 this way, or you can do 0.5. I think Maple TA took both options. The last one was the horizontal asymptote. That is, ignore everything at the front of this and just take this last little guy right here, which is -1. And then we go through and graph all these points, and that'll help us graph this. So we go to the point 1, 1. Oh, that means in the x direction 1, in the y direction 1. We always do the x direction first. Try and get as close as we can. It's close enough. And then the y-intercept of the function is at 1/2, so here's the y-axis, or where x equals 0, and go up 1/2. That's pretty close. And then the horizontal asymptote is at -1, so we're going to click that, and it graphs it in for us. If you want to check how did I do, you can do that as well. I hope that helped.